Richician!
Hey YouTube, Richician84 here, and welcome to Q&A number 116. There's not as many questions as last time. It's okay though. Let's kick it off. So the first question is from Sparkman. As you know, I'm one of those evil competitive meta players. Yeah, screw you for playing Sword Soul. I'm kidding, or am I? My question is, we know the meta decks you hate with a passion, but what are the meta decks you actually kinda like? Also, sorry for the typo last time. I didn't notice any typo, but fair enough. Well, it depends. Are you referring to current meta or past meta? If you mean current, well, the only one I do kinda like is Branded. Well, except for Mirror Jade. Fuck Mirror Jade. That card should be banned. Because, well, to be fair, it is a fusion archetype, and fusions are my favourite extra deck summoning mechanic. And of course, I did have some branded cards in my Dark Magician deck for a while, plus Light Hex Sealed Fusion, Fallen of Albaz, Branded Fusion, and Albion, but which was a suggestion by Gungner. It was suggested as a way to get Dark Magician the Dragon Knight out more quickly and easily, just turbo it out, which was good, to be fair. Yeah, it is something I could play if I wanted to, but I'd rather play my original non-meta decks. I think that's the only one I like, really. Labyrinth I don't necessarily hate, but it's not something I don't have any strong opinions of it, really. Unchained, well, I'm starting to not like Unchained. Wave King Caesar is fucking annoying, and I hate that some of the links use like my monsters as a link material, which is just rude. Like, stop stealing my monsters, use your own. Alright, yeah, you could argue it's not much different from using Super Poly, but that's different. Like, I only use it to get rid of threats, including negates, that I can't get rid of any other way. Meanwhile, the Unchained links do it just to be annoying. So, yeah, I feel like Unchained is also something that needs to die in a fire. But yeah, that's basically it. So it's just Branded, really, that I like. If you mean anything that used to be meta, like in the past, there were some that I did genuinely like. Like Machinas, for instance. Like, I am not calling them Machinas. Like, I don't care if it's said that that's how you pronounce it. I am not calling them that. It is Machina. Machina makes more sense. Just saying. So yeah, there's that, including Machina Gadget. Zero Dad, I did genuinely like, because it's a hero deck. Light Swans, of course, I used to like, as a lot of you well know, until I ended up hating those as well. Not for the same reasons that I hate all the other decks that I hate, but because they just hate me and Dark Magician and Dark Magic Sworn. Like I said before, was just a failure. Um, yeah, it's a Dark Magician incarnation that I regret building and wish I'd never made. Um, Black Wings, well, sometimes, well, I don't know. I mean, there was a point in 2010 where I found them boring, but then of course I ended up liking them, and now Black Wings are one of my favourite decks of all time. I'm trying to think if there. Oh yeah, Bubble Beat and Hero Beat. They were competitive decks I genuinely liked. Um, Same with Heretics. Um, and that's pretty much it. Tellarknights was something I also used to like, but not so much anymore. Not after Brian bullied me, Cookie and Gremlin in that royale with the Traverse loop and shutting down our spells with anti-spell. Yeah, that was absolute bullshit. Anti-spell is also something that needs to be banned just because of bullshit like that. Plus, Trevor and Stellar Nova Alpha were big mistakes. But that's just me. And I think that's just about it, really. And the last two questions are from Matt and Alison Welch. 1. We all know that if Yugi did face these antagonists in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, Night Shroud, aka Darkness, Kagimaru, Sartorius, Yubel, and Truman, he could definitely defeat them easily. Which of these four do you think he'd have the easiest time beating? I would say Sartorius myself. Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one. Um, of course, it does depend on which deck Night Shroud uses. If it's the Red Eyes deck, I think Yugi would have no problems at all. If it was the Darkness deck, it could be a bit of a struggle, maybe. Um, so yeah, other than that, yeah, Sartorius would definitely be the least challenging. I don't think the light barrier would hurt Yugi's deck that much. And yeah, the Arcana Force monsters do of course require a lot of luck to get their good effects off. Although Light Barrier does bypass that weakness, but obviously Yugi has many ways to get rid of it. He's got MST, Heavy Storm, Dust Tornado, good generic back row removal, and Break of the Magical Warrior, of course. Oh, or would Break? I don't know if Break would help actually. Not if the effects of non-Arcana Force monsters are negated. Either way, I would have to agree and say Sartorius would be the easiest of these antagonists to beat. 2. If you became either a Shadow Rider or a member of the Society of Light, which one would you prefer? Well, I don't really want to choose either of them because I'm not a villainous guy. But um, but I have had a think about it, and tried to work out the lesser of two evils. Becoming a Shadow Rider means the Spirit Gate keys would be gathered, um, and the sacred beasts would plunge the world into darkness, make every card blank, steal their dual energy, and yeah, it would be game over for everyone. Society of Light, that involves, I guess, worshipping uh, the dark light and just letting it come to Earth and basically control everyone's mind, um, and just rule it that way. I feel like that would be the lesser of two evils, so for the sake of the question, I'm going to say the Society of Light. Um, and that's actually it for questions this week. Yeah, not a lot, but still, thank you very much for your guys' questions. And if you've got any other questions you want to ask me, post them in the comments section down below. And remember, I do these episodes every Tuesday afternoon or evening UK time, so be sure to get a question before then so that you don't miss out. Thanks again, stay safe, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the Richician YouTube channel.